Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a trick on how you can increase the max volume of the Sparks, or at least return it to the max volume it should have. So basically the thing is, when you take the Sparks, Moondrop Sparks out of the box, and you just pair it and connect it and use it as usual, the thing is, the volume, the max volume of the Sparks is being artificially limited. Basically, other true wireless headsets usually have like a hardware volume control kind of mechanic, but the Sparks doesn't have one. So technically, you're just supposed to, change the volume of the Sparks on your phone. The problem with that is the true volume, the hardware controlled volume of the Sparks is by default set at like halfway or something. The problem with that is when you turn up the music, at some point, the Bluetooth chip within the Sparks has to artificially limit your volume, and it introduces some clipping. Or when there's bass that comes into a song, everything else just gets muted down. So I'm going to show you a way to actually bring the hardware volume of the Sparks up to the maximum, or as I explained it, increasing the max amplification of the Bluetooth chip within the Moondrop Sparks. Um, I think it is safe, but I do have to preface this by saying that I am not responsible for any damage or loss of property or anything that will happen if you do this. I'm merely showing you a trick, and uh, you know, you will try this at your own risk, basically. And with that, let's get to a trick. So you can see that I already have my Moondrop Sparks connected. It is currently at the stock hardware volume level. This means that on some songs when it gets loud, everything just gets muted down, and there's like some weird software volume limitation going on. Here's how you can fix that. You need to go to developer options. Yes, you need an Android phone for this to work. If you don't know how to enable developer options, Google that. That's not within the scope of this tutorial. So you go to developer options, and you're going to want to look for disable absolute volume, this option right here. So you're going to want to turn the knob here to the off state. Then you will disconnect the Moondrop Sparks. So what this is doing is it's going to enable absolute volume control on your Android phone. This means that it's going to hook directly into the Moondrop Sparks hardware volume and match it on your phone, which means if we set the volume on the phone to the max now, it's going to drive the hardware volume of the Sparks to the max as well. It'll still be a bit unnatural, but the next step will fix that. So alright, now that we've turned this off, let's reconnect the Moondrop Sparks. Once it's connected again, you're going to want to bring the volume on your phone to the max, and this will drive the hardware volume of the Sparks up as well. You'll hear like a small beeping sound on the Moondrop Sparks, indicating that it's at the max level of hardware volume it can go, just like how the normal Bluetooth earphones or headsets would have when you control their hardware volume. Once this is done, you're going to want to turn back this switch on disable absolute volume. You're going to want to disconnect the Moondrop Sparks again, and then reconnect. Should take a while, but once that's done, now with the option turned back down, you should set your phone volume down to a normal level, and because of this, the hardware volume of the Sparks has been increased to its maximum, so you're getting the max amplification out of the chip, and there's no weird volume clipping or software volume limiting on the Sparks anymore. You're going to be running it at max volume, and it should, increase the volume of the Sparks as well, improve the quality in that it doesn't clip as much anymore. Of course, now you can listen to a more moderate volume on your phone. Remember to listen at a responsible volume. Don't go too loud with this. And with that, that's the tutorial. I hope you'll have a good time using your Moondrop Sparks, and I hope this tutorial will have been of some use to you. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe the video. I'll leave the links to my website in the description, where you can have some ways to donate to me so I can bring more products in for review and make these reviews faster. With that, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.